Alright, we had our chance to rest, but they've thrown us right back into the thick of it, so we're going to do what we can. First of all, who's in the draft? None other than Fluffatog, and Rex is here to try to reclaim the trophy lead. Can I close this thing on my phone? Okay, there we go. So Cephalid Broker is the most powerful card in the pack. Psionic Gift is an incredibly good card that I probably can't take over Broker, but I wouldn't, like, I don't know, if somebody told me Psionic Gift is better than Cephalid Broker, I wouldn't actually think they were insane, because this card is just so good in the format. Lots of board stalls, lots of X1s, you can combine it with untap effects or other pinging effects, and then they're just going to lose their stuff. Flame Burst, Avon Fisher, also notable. We will take the Broker. Wow, and a Hallowed Healer now. This card's very strong. We're going to take it over Patriarch's Desire and Zombie Assassin, both of which are nice removal effects. Fervent Denial I think is okay. But the secret of this format that I learned today is you want to have proactive decks. You want to have decks that pressure the opponent if possible, because if you're handed a deck like that, I think it's stronger than pretty much anything else, but it's really hard to get a very powerful proactive deck with all the tools, all the juice, and even then it can be easy to make incorrect picks and kind of goof it up. I gotta read this just in case. Okay, so it's a switcheroo. Yeah, we'll take the Hallowed Healer, thank you very much. And we have some very strong tap abilities to start. I do love Embolden. I think the card's very good. And there's nothing else in the pack, so that makes it easy. Aura Graft, that's kind of sweet. This is a card that would destroy me as someone who takes a lot of psionic gifts and arcane teachings. These cards don't matter at all, and these cards don't matter, so we will take the Embolden. Bit of an early pick to spend on this card, but an excellent card nonetheless. So off to a powerful start here. Okay, try to like adjust my eyes so I can actually see the cards in the pack. Looking at like I guess I'm going to take Even Flock this time. I've taken this card like once. I've wanted to take it multiple times. I've passed it at least a couple times. Chatter the Squirrel and Fledgling Imp are the other considerations for me. The Whispering Shade is probably above, like it's probably better than I think it is, just given the number of swamps people run, just an unblockable shade. But we have 2 white cards, so we'll take a third. Patrol Hound is okay. Ooh, Pulsating Illusion again? Pulsating Illusion again. Well, this card was very good for us last time. You just kind of have it sit back on blocks, and then you're going to trade like your random lands in hand for their creatures in play, and that's excellent. You can also just try to like kill them in 5 turns, which is a thing. Patrol Hound is good, but less so. Illusion and Broker are both splashable, so with 3 white cards and 2 blue cards, both of which are splashable, we basically should expect to play all of our first 5 picks in this one. Another Avon Flock, don't mind if I do, and passing another Chatter the Squirrel, sure. Whispering Shade once again in the pack, notably, and we will take the Avon Flock and hope not to get beaten down. If somebody beats me down, I might just die. About something like Angelic Wall would probably be above average in this deck, just so we can avoid dying immediately. Do Called Shots. I think I want to take Muscle Burst here. I could take Cephalid Coliseum, which is a thing, but it seems to me like it's very hard to get Threshold. Like, one of the ways you would do it is by pitching lands to Pulsating Illusion, so drawing 3, discarding 3 is a lot worse. This card I think is actually pretty decent. I had 2 green decks, and I would have loved more combat tricks in both of them, and I just didn't get any, so I think it's okay to spend a relatively, I mean this is like a middle pick, but still a speculative one on the Muscle Burst. And another Embolden here, good card. Nobody likes it. I mean, I could take Gallantry, which I think is worse, but it's not like I think the card sucks or anything. I just think Embolden's a little more flexible, prevents you from getting burned out. It's like 8 points of life gain, sort of, and just like a super obnoxious effect to deal with. Shadow Blood Ridge, kind of cool. It completed that cycle recently, or like almost completed it. Let's take Embolden number 2. This deck, we have a decent mix of creatures and non-creatures, but we're just low on cheap ones. So what better than like a Patrol Hound here? Excellent pickup. Like Phantom Whelp would also be playable for us, but what if we had one that actually has upside instead of downside? That seems amazing. What does this do? It just like mills them or something? So you like Fate Seal them? This card's almost good. If you could, like if it had flying or something, I would take it. Okay, Syncopate seems good. Never had a chance to pick up this card before. I don't think blue has been even this open for me before. Moments Peace, or actually, let's take the Aura Graft that is so good against me, because someone else might be doing this. They might have multiple of the pinging auras, notably the one that we passed did not wheel. We did not see another one. And now we can take a Moment's Peace, I think. Or I could take Ray of Distortion. I guess for signaling purposes, this is okay. So far, I haven't seen anything like this I'd like to blow up, but I guess if I'd like to board in Aura Graft, then maybe another answer would make sense. And Last Rites was... Oh, actually, let's just take acceptable losses. We could potentially splash red. Even though Last Rites was quite decent against me. Thankfully, my deck was just super sick, so it didn't matter, but... Opponent discarded 5 cards and made me discard 5 spells after peeking at my hand. Ooh. 7 mana 5/5 flyer with first strike. And that's kind of it. There's a Collaborator. But I think we're taking the Angel. I mean, probably the best card in the pack is Faceless Butcher, followed by like maybe Violent Eruption. We simply cannot swing triple red. We might be able to swing double black. I could potentially give up. We could try to play white-black, splash blue for the Illusion and the Broker and stuff. You never know when black's going to be open in pack 2. If we're white-black, splash blue, then Collaborator would also be a good option. This thing is good, but it's just 7 mana. I think that my deck doesn't really need more expensive cards like this, even though this card is really good, I think. So I think I'm going to try to shore up weaknesses of this deck by taking like a risky speculative option and moving us into a color where we really have nothing. Like we just have an Apprentice, which is just buns. So take the Butcher. And now we see this pack where there's like Aquamoeba as a reasonable card. Black has nothing appealing, which is extremely unusual, but we shouldn't read too much into it because we're only 1 pick in. 4 mana 3/3 first strike. This card's good. Fiery Temper's good, but not very splashable. I think we just take Aquamoeba. I mean, I could take Fiery Temper, but it's very different to anticipate moving into black in pack 2, where like it's super, like it's very shifted or skewed toward lots of black cards in this pack, where it's not for whatever you call it. For red, for instance. So like taking Fiery Temper or like Violent Eruption would just be way riskier for that reason. Aquamoeba's still good. It's a cheap early blocker or whatever. I think it's fine. Compulsion I just had in my last deck, Explosion Burger, and I thought it was like pretty bad. Like most of the time it just felt so tempo negative that I couldn't use it. I don't think it's like a straight up bad card, but I think in a deck like this where like all my cards are expensive and everything, it just feels like I'm not gonna have enough time for it. I think I just take another Aquamoeba here. We're not seeing anything crazy in any other colors, so we might be missing the giant 5/5 flyer for 7, but it's kind of like we just made deck building easier on ourselves because now we don't have to play it. I could also take Mystic Familiar, but I think Threshold is deceptively hard to get. I do think Aquamoebas are decent. Maybe the Familiar is better, actually. It probably is, because Pro Black is a huge deal in some matchups, and the other thing is it trades for Skywing Haven, which is a nice blue card, the 2/1 flyer. So I think we can actually pass an Aquamoeba. Normally I don't like 1/2 flyers at all, but I think we can take this one. And, ooh, Militant Monk, finally a good card. Passing Equal Treatment, which is decent. This card, which is an FTK if you have Threshold, but that's hard to do. And there's nothing else, so now we have Monk plus the healer, so lots of healing plus double Embolden. Feeling very healed here. And this pack is just bad. Churning Eddy, Taro's Faithful. I think Aven Trooper is better than people think it is, but that doesn't mean I want to take it. Liquefy I think is quite conditional / poor. We can take this card, which is like a good sideboard card or potentially a reasonable main deck card, or I could take anything else and all the other cards are worse. I mean, I could take Temporary Insanity and try to splash it, but I don't think this card's that cracked in this format. It's just hard to have your opponent attacking with two things at the same time. And here we can just take 4 mana 2/2 flyer, not even care that we don't have black mana. Hydromorph Guardian is okay. Yeah, I think it's just the flyer. Sure. And another Hydromorph Guardian. Wait, this says flash? Hold on a minute. I guess I should take this. I don't know, 4 mana 2/3 flash. You probably get them with this a reasonable amount of the time. Yeah, just passing the Hydromorph, which previously was bugged for me, so I don't really know how to value it because we had someone else report that it wasn't bugged for them. So it's like it's either a Gray Ogre or it's better, but like you can't really rely on it to be either better or worse. I don't know. Okay, now a second Mystic Familiar. I think this is better than Obsessive Search. Obsessive Search is okay. It's good with looters, so it's good with like Cephalid Broker, but it's kind of like whatever with Aquamoeba, just not a big deal. Same with like Patrol Hound, whereas like this, you know, potentially the pro black can matter. 1/2s can double block reasonably well, so I think this is best. Now I guess I take Liquefy over Aven Trooper. I do actually want to pick one of these up, just so I can have it and try it out if something weird happens, but I don't want to play it. Well, here's my chance, I guess. Don't really think I need another Liquefy. So the good news is pack 3 is supposed to be very good for green and white, which means our deck should get a lot better from pack 3. Bad news is this pack wasn't particularly kind to us. Just take this, I guess, kind of a glass cannon sort of thingy. Actually, Cabal Surgeon's a little annoying for me, perhaps. Sure. Churning Eddy, sure. I mean, Psychotic Haze is actually pretty good, but I don't feel like hate drafting. Well, is that true? I'm just never going to put Churning Eddy in my deck. Whatever, I'll just hate draft this card. I think it's pretty decent. Temporary Insanity should not go this late. I don't think we're splashing it, but it is a thing we could think about. So we do have acceptable losses. That would give us a couple random red interactive cards. And more enchantment destruction. Lots of ways to blow up enchantments in this format. Okay, probably taking Prismatic Strands now over Chastise, though not 100% on that. They're both good and they are similar. Problem is if I take the Chastise, I make my 4 mana 2/3 flash a bit worse. Like it's a bit easier for people to play around that because it's similar to another effect I have. I don't know, maybe Prismatic Strands is not the right pick. Don't think any of the blue cards are spectacular. I think this card's pretty good though. You just kind of mess them up, and then I don't know, we have this and we have double Embolden, so maybe they can just never interact. Flyers are a little on the small side perhaps. What if I take, let's see, I could take Chastise or Guided Strike or whatever. I think it's the Strands. Valor seems like a nice one, just a random creature, but also we can pitch it randomly to like Aquamoeba or Cephalid Broker or even Pulsating Illusion for a nice onboard trick kind of thing. Or not onboard, but it was 0 mana trick really. Sure. Not passing really anything. I think Lost in Thought's just probably bad. Let's see. Oh. I like Mirror Wall a lot. I think I should just take it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take this thing. This thing just attacks really well. Guided Strike, I think, is good. But we just want solid creatures, and then we can, like, maybe cut Mystic Familiar or whatever. Sure. Don't really have a ton of interaction. Okay, ooh, more mirror walls. I think I'm just mirror wall.deck here, passing more guided strikes. I'm not happy to pass guided strikes, but I am happy to take mirror walls. Sure. And now we're all out of good cards. Womp womp. So I want to hate draft something. It's a question of what. I could hate draft like a fire beast. Something that burns me out could be an issue. Let's just take a swarm snapper, honestly. This card's uncommon. It's a way for green to interact with my flyers and stuff, so it's also an X4 against my mirror wall. And nothing, once again. I can take a shield mage advocate. I don't think it really is good. I mean, it's probably better than I would give it credit for being normally, because like as soon as they put a land into there, then you can kind of mess them up. I could also take Funeral Pyre, but I think the card's pretty bad. I mean, these are both pretty bad. Let's take Funeral Pyre. This can exile like Glory, which is an incredibly difficult card to interact with. And more mirror walls, but this time we're going to take Wormfang Drake. Only one of these we've seen, so there's a bit of value to it there, but it's also just super sick. 3/4 flyers, very hard to interact with. Could also take Embolden, or whoops, nope. I could also take Keep Watch, but I think Wormfang Drake is just better. There's another Keep Watch we could technically wheel, but this card I think is pretty high variance. Sometimes it just sits in hand and does nothing, and sometimes it draws you 4 cards, so yeah, we'll take the Wormfang Drake. Though I do think Keep Watch is good with Embolden. Enables you to make more attack alls, both on offense and defense with the damage prevention, so you draw more cards. And Ear Splitting Rats is a good card, and the other ones really are not, so we will hate draft this, I think. I mean, I could take the Pronghorn. Maybe I just take the stupid Pronghorn. I hate this card, but I don't know, maybe it matters sometimes. Ooh, and we get a Keep Watch anyway. That's perfect. Or a Chastise, though. Now they give us a tough choice. We're really, really low on interaction. We do have a bunch of damage prevention. It all kind of works similarly to Chastise. I think I'm going to take Keep Watch here and try to draw some cards. Lost in Thought, I think, is quite poor. Just take a Border Patrol. Probably playing 18 lands here. Curve is a bit high, so it seems reasonable. And what was I going to say? This doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay, more Pronghorns, whatever. None of these cards matter, I don't think. I mean, I guess I could take Browbeat. I don't know. This card's actually good, Battlefield Scrounger. Sea Snids are good in this format somehow. I don't really know how that happened exactly, but it's just the case. Just take my word for it. Cage Mail might matter. And we picked up a Wormfang Newt or whatever at the end as well. But I think the Newt would be a card we'd want to board in matchups like our last finals that we played. And do we want to play the Cage Mail? I don't think so. I don't think we have enough evasion. So I think this is our deck. Blue-white. And let's go 10-8 on mana, probably. Let's see what this thing thinks. Yep, 10-8. Good job, Moto. Doing better with your mana bases these days. And we'll see if we can climb a few more points of rating with this one. And tanking my rating by 25 points or something feels very good to climb up to 2 points below where we started. Easy keep. And what was I going to say? 2 points below where we started and turn that match win rate into 75%, turn the trophy rate into 50%. So let's hope to draw some lands here or we're going to die. Note that the opponent put me on the play. They're also playing very quickly. I could just cycle this Keep Watch, but I think it's best if I greed it a little. Well, is that true? Yeah, I think it's true. really considered not cycling, or not holding it, but I think it's just best to wait. Okay, we draw this. So this is going to lead me to play a mirror wall. Militant Monk is good and it could attack, and that would mean that we would have more potential draws with the Keep Watch, but red-black, extremely likely to be able to kill a Militant Monk if we just play it here, because it just has 1 toughness and all that, so I think it's a bit better to do this. Then if we draw land, we can fire this up, get in with both, play another mirror wall. They have acceptable losses pitching a swamp, so I'm pretty happy to have 2-for-1 them there, even though I'm not thrilled to have lost my mirror wall. But the good news is there's more where that came from. Here we're just going to play the Collaborator. And try to run them out of removal. So they're red-black, so their whole deck could be removal and burn and that kind of thing. They drew first, so they're probably not necessarily a burn deck. The Were-Rat card's pretty good. I think it's probably time for, well, is it time for Divination? Maybe not. Yeah, I think we can actually get even greedier. Well, but I do get to like play Patrol Hound and stuff if I draw the I think I just go for the Divination, get this thing out of my hand. It's going to be awkward otherwise. And we'll just do this, see if we find the land for the Patrol Hound. And we don't, that's a bummer. But I'm glad we dug 2 cards deeper into our deck. Hey, Gimpy U571. My overall feeling about this format is it's surprisingly, I don't want to say it's like straight up aggressive. That feels like it might be an exaggeration, but I was very much caught off guard by the fact that like if you just get like one of the red-green decks or like green-blue decks with a bunch of cheap creatures that attack for a lot of damage, nothing can really contest that in my opinion. It's just like the strongest thing you can do. Opponent 6 mana to kill my 2/2 flyer, which I don't really care about. We'll just send in this, play a mirror wall. Like, especially after coming off of IPA from what, 2 weeks ago or so. You know, classic 18 land, 3-color format. Most people are drawing first. In this format, I actually think it's good to play first a lot of the time, which is unexpected for me. And what was I going to say? Oh, interesting. So now we can try to, I'm not sure if they're going to kill my Cephalid Broker. What do they have here? They can return a creature card, so they can pick up their Barbarian by exiling these 2. That's pretty good. They could kill my Cephalid Broker if they do that. So I guess I want to get a Militant Monk down. Does that make sense? I think so. What if I attack? Does that ever work? I can just cast Embolden and then I trade for this. Yeah, I think it's okay to attack here. They're not very close to threshold. Probably should have played land first, but it doesn't really matter. Just do this, and then presumably they'll take the damage, and yeah. Now just, well, we could Militant Monk. I almost want to play like Patrol Hound now, or just something that doesn't really matter for that Barbarian Lunatic. And then this also leaves up Syncopate for 1, which is a thing, perhaps. I just don't really want to feed them anything that matters with this. And yeah. Like right now, they can just go ahead, pick up the Barbarian Lunatic from the graveyard with this, and then if they don't, like, right now, they might not want to play a land, because they might want to discard lands eventually to the Were-Rat. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. Yep, yeah, we should probably get them with this Syncopate here. It's not an ideal use of it, but they do have to tap 1 more mana here. Also note that they're at 11 already, by the way, and they're just going to be taking more damage. we might even see like the shameful like post play land drop. No, they played the land already. Okay. Good on them. There's nothing I can do about that. And let's see. Yeah, the were-rat is really holding me off, but it's not a huge issue. I think I'm fine to just play the Valor here. If they want to kill it, that works. Actually, wait. I can just pitch it for free with the Patrol Hound. It doesn't really matter. Let's send in the Mirror Wall. Once again, I don't think they have any good blocks. And we have the 0 mana combat trick with the Valor, but I'd rather just play it. They might just die to this this Mirror Wall. Alright, then we just have a crap ton of spells and not very much mana, but they're out of cards in graveyard for this. Mezfiend, okay, definitely a good one. I don't know what I would take here as them, so good luck. I should probably take Pulsating Illusion. Otherwise I can just play that and start trying to kill them. Though I think it's been correct to get in for damage when I can with the Mirror Wall. This guy, I'm glad I hate drafted one of these Cabal Surgeon. This thing is a big pain in the butt for me. They have like this interaction with the Were-Rat where they can put more cards in their graveyard to pick up whatever dies. Like, you can tell by the sheer amount of time they're spending looking at my hand and thinking about this that clearly it's not an easy choice. We've got the goods, opponent. Which one of them would you like to remove? Might be able to get to a place where we can go for a big attack. They take the Cephalid Broker. I think that's like one of the least threatening cards. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I don't know. I just don't think that was what I would have done, I guess, as them. So the goal here is to draw land so we can activate Mirror Wall, attack, and then they are not going to have any good block. And we're going to have Embolden up / Syncopate, and then post-combat, you know, hopefully they just take the damage or whatever, and then we play Pulsating Illusion. If they try to kill it, then we just, like, discard something. Though, the discard is looking a little clunkier. Our cards are looking a little... Oh, nice. Glad to hear that, Strat. How'd the draft go? Have you played the matches yet? I guess would be a good question to ask. Okay, this guy, and interestingly here I'm gonna assume their last card's land. Oh, their last card's Fiery Temper. Okay. Seems fun, probably mid-bad, but you're 1-0. Yeah, if you're 1-0, how bad can it be, right? I think they just died a Pulsating Illusion now. Sure, you killed my Aquamoeba. Like, we know what they're up to. They're out of juice. So, seems pretty free to just play a Pulsating Illusion. We don't even need to attack with Mirror Wall anymore. Now it's doing more work on defense, I think, now that they killed my random 1-3. And we just play this, and then they can't really do anything about it, so... it just kills them. They should have taken this with the Mezfiend. This is what I mean about like people not realizing that like this is a play first format and you don't have infinite time and all that stuff. Like if they took my Pulsating Illusion, I'm in significantly worse shape. But instead we're in this spot, which is excellent. Yeah, this is a league thing. This is not from in-pod stuff. So when I talk about like hate drafting and that kind of thing, it's only just because there are very few people playing overall, not because I think it's generally correct to hate draft in a league. You're super likely to play against this was a little bit poor. I should have played land so I could hold up a bigger Syncopate here, but we're gonna attack with this regardless. They kind of have to shoot the Barbarian Lunatic at it, and then we just have Embolden. Land. there, trying to see if I know how my cards work, and I think I do. Okay. And this just kills them next turn. So we can just play land to have up a bigger syncopate, and now they just die. They can pitch their last card here to the were-rat, and then they can cabal guy, get back the barbarian. Yeah, it looks like that's their plan. I'm gonna pitch. Yeah, no worries. I am a little scatterbrained because I've been going for over 8 hours, but yeah, let me know if you have any questions or anything like that. I'll do my best to answer them. Now we're actually in a funny spot where I could syncopate this, and then that should deny them the mana to activate. So it kills them in this funny roundabout way, but I think it's just best to just let them do whatever here, and then we're just gonna kill them next turn with this. We don't want to kill this because it'll draw a card, so we're happy to take the damage. Okay, play the Barbarian Lunatic. Sure. So I could just syncopate this. Trying to figure out, I think it's best to just wait. Yeah, okay. Sure, and then we'll just discard Militant Monk because it's one they know about. And yeah, we should be all set. Attack, they have no flyers or anything. This one's over. Goodbye, Monk. We're still holding up Syncopate. They're going to fire this off. We're going to cast the Embolden again. Kind of a weird one, but... this happens, and then they take lethal and they die. Okay, cool. Well, that was nice. So... Pulsating Illusion. I'm really glad they didn't take that with the Mez Fiend. That game would have been much, much harder without the Pulsating Illusion. Let's run it back, I guess. I think there's something I have that says something about Swamp Walker. Oh, it's Pro Black. It's the Taros Vanguard. That doesn't really matter. Not very much. We actually hit threshold there by the end, which is good to keep in mind. So normally you don't. And I ended up happy that I used the Keep Watch as a divination. It's good to remember. Liquefy could be interesting. Thanks, yeah. Let's just run it back. Okay, opponent's going to put me on the play again. We're going to keep this. This is not a very good Taros Vanguard hand, but that's okay. I don't think we have any Madness cards or anything to get some value with the Aquamiva. We have like some flashback stuff, but that's not the same. But it might just be valuable to get chunks of damage in. I doubt it though. Like this looks like it might go long just from our opener here. Yeah, we also expose ourselves to like Lava Dart and a bunch of stuff that would be horrible for me. Less so now after drawing the Embolden. In fact, no, because I can still draw 5 drops. I'm really tempted to discard a card here. But like, what if I just draw the Cephalid Broker and I want to loot away a land, you know? I think very, very close. I'm going to just deal 1. Because every point of damage matters. Like, just like last game, it just makes things so much easier when the opponent has taken like exactly enough damage. Okay, it looks like we get to keep attacking anyway here. It's kind of funny. Yeah, we might be able to flash in the Taros Vanguard here and get them a little bit. In fact, I think that's just what I'm supposed to go for immediately. Obviously very suspicious. Is Cage Mail playable? Good question. It was really good against me in my last finals, but that's because I had an unblockable creature on the ground, and my opponent had flyers. So we were in a very strange spot where I had evasion that didn't leave me with a blocker against their evasion. Normally Cage Mail is pretty bad. If I had a ton of flyers in my deck, then I think it would be better. Because then I can Cage Mail their ground creatures. They're just going to kill this or whatever. It's fine. Just block. Show me. Okay. Interesting. Lava Dart. Sure. Yeah, that works. These lands are getting pretty questionable in terms of whether I want to run them out. I have more white symbols in my deck with like Aven Flock. Yeah, so basically I think the answer is yes, Cage Mail is playable, but it's like a pretty fringe option if you want it to be any good. Like it's pretty narrow. Okay, still have a number of good draws. Soul Scourge, that's a little annoying. So now we will offer the trade with the Aquamoeba because we have Embolden. Well, we have lots of Emboldens apparently, and they kind of, we can attack with both. I would just block the Taros Faithful, I think, as them. We'll see what they do though. They're in a weird spot where like yeah, they have like a creature that's actually worth something, but somehow I'm able to be aggressive here, and it's because I just have a bunch of resources that I can't really use well in other ways, so I'm able to just sort of 2-for-1 myself, but then this has flashback, I gain some life and stuff, and not that the life gain really matters. Okay, they do flashback the Lava Dart. I could just switch the power and toughness again. I think I just let this happen though. Yeah, I don't think this is a big deal. Maybe that was wrong. It might have been better to discard the second Embolden to save my guy, and then I have 2 Emboldens in the graveyard. That was probably better to do that. Just keep the Aquamoeba, but I have like no pressure here. I don't know. Okay, more Soul Scourges. Yeah, this is definitely a punish for the line I took. Yeah, I think I needed to trade in the other Embolden in hand. That's okay though. Just play the Militant Monk. We're now in fairly rough shape, but we still have a lot of good draws. This was going to be ugly regardless. Now the Militant Monk lives through the Lava Dart, which is nice. I guess we could have made that happen anyway, though. Anyway, it's fine. At some point, if we want, I can flashback Embolden to gain 4 life. It might actually make sense to do that here. Oh, we can gain more than 4 life. I can block Mystic Zealot here, or whatever this thing's called, prevent 2 damage to it, and then prevent 2 to myself. So I take 1 damage. I think that's best. Oops. Sure. We're definitely behind here, but just like one good draw, like 1 Aven Flock or whatever off the top gets us out of that. Well, that's exactly what happened. You just play this and hope they can't kill it. No attacks. If they can kill this, and we're not doing so hot. If they can't kill it, then we're in really good shape. Uh-oh. Seems like it's going to kill it. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. So, okay, what was their last card? Ooh, Crippling Fatigue. Okay, their deck is pretty nice. Yeah, I can't do anything about this. Now, there goes the Militant Monk, maybe? They killed a flyer. I think that's okay. We're still definitely under some pressure here. Prevent a damage to myself. Now we have to top deck again. Yeah, that was a lot of removal for them to have there. Definitely losing at the moment. I don't think I'm allowed to... I guess I probably just played this too aggressively. I think the Aqua Amoeba play was probably just horrible. Yeah, we just take 1 damage here by casting Embolden this turn and just pass. Okay. So we sort of have like a moment's peace kind of thing here where it's like double fog. It's not exciting, but we have to prevent ourselves from dying somehow, so... Not an ideal draw. We just want to hold these. Yeah. So we're pretty much dead now. Like, we can still top deck, but it's just gotten a lot harder. We can draw Wormfang Drake. We can draw the other Avenflock. I think I just do this one more time. Take 1. And we drew another Avenflock. Nice. We'll play Plains so we can have the toughness pump up. And please stop beating me down. That's all I have to say about that. Uh-oh, tapping a little quickly. Okay, they're pretty far from threshold. That's good. Alright, can I just draw Cephalid Broker or something? That's maybe a big ask. Okay, Patrol Hound. Good enough to play. Leave up all the white mana we can. And we're doing much better now than we were, but still not ahead because we can't really attack. Turns out Taro's Faithful plus just like gaining a crap ton of life. Ooh, now we're losing. Yeah, now we're pretty much dead. That's a very good one. Because problem is we take this damage. I don't think there's a card that gets me out of this. Yeah, I think I just spewed way too much with that Aqua Amoeba play. Unfortunate. I could... What could I draw that gets me out of this? There's nothing. I would need a first striker somehow. Yeah, no. Okay. Super dead there, not close. Their deck is pretty good. Lots of removal. Just annoying stuff. But do I think they're correct to play first is the question. I could try to board in Cage Mail against their flyers because they had multiple 3/2 flyers, but I don't think that that makes sense because then I'm just giving them a beefier blocker. Most games should not go like that necessarily. They might be right to draw first. I'm not totally sure. Because that, I mean, that one lasted a while. Yeah, I think this is a little grindier than I thought, this matchup in particular. So I think I'm going to draw first here after all. They could definitely beat me down for this. Like, my curve is fairly high. I don't love this. Game 1 felt very convincing, and that game felt terrible. Okay, this looks good. Problem is cards like Hallowed Healer are pretty susceptible to what the opponent's doing. Okay, 2/2 flyer, not bad. Okay, they started on red with no 2-drop, which probably means they have no black mana. So they might just like miss on land here, have something really weird happen. Now they found the black mana, so now they get to play a game. Healer's very likely to get killed, but I just have to play it for mana efficiency reasons. And then we've drawn enough spells. Oh, it lived? Okay, now I think we're in good shape again. The Were-Rat, yeah. So we can just run out Mirror Wall, which blocks. Even if they have Swamp, Faceless Butcher, we take no damage because of the healer. We just want to leave this untapped for as long as possible in this matchup. See if they have land, Soul Scourge. Looks like they maybe missed land. Nope. Here comes the Soul Scourge. Oh, Faceless Butcher, okay, sure. They might just hit the Mirror Wall. They do. Okay, well, I now have to gain the 2 life. They can maybe kill this. But I don't think I'm allowed to do anything about it. Prevent the damage. They hesitated, so maybe they have nothing. Okay, nice. That's good. And just play a 5-drop for mana efficiency purposes. And just hope that they still have nothing. Mesfiend, okay, good one. Goodbye, Collaborator, probably. They might take Prismatic Strands, though. I think we're doing all right. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream, by the way. We've won our last 7 matches in a row, but we need more if we're going to get to the crazy high rating kind of place, so. They're not going to attack. We actually have a double block on the Faceless Butcher, which is kind of funny. Yeah, it seems like maybe drawing first was, in fact, a great choice here. Trying to figure out whether to play Plains. I think I just run out the Collaborator. Could have like a Madness Fiery Temper. Kill the... Well, I guess it doesn't kill the Collaborator because of the healer. It does kill the healer, though. And then Valor can maybe get discarded randomly or something like that. It's kind of a stupid matchup. It's just like whoever draws their flyers wins, I guess. Though in game 1, we just had Mirror Wall beat down until we found the Pulsating Illusion, but anyway. Just send in the 2/2 flyer. I don't know what's going on downstairs, but my landlord has something turned up super loud. I hope it's not bothering you guys. It's bothering me a lot. Just run this out. Still, I'm trying to figure out whether I can play land. I don't know. I think this time I will. Low confidence. And once we get past this point, yeah, there's the Soul Scourge. Now we can actually attack with 2 flyers, I think. Well, maybe not. It's getting... The healer helps a lot, and then we have some good multi-blocks and stuff. Guess it depends what we draw, maybe. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to go for it. Maybe that's horrible. Just want to try it. So I kind of think they can't do anything about it. But I do expose my healer by doing this. This is probably just incorrect. Okay. There are 3 cards. Let's see what they do here. I probably have to gain 2 life with this, which then, I don't know, maybe that, yeah. It was probably just really bad to do that, because now the Barbarian Lunatic can get me. Because yeah. I think that was just bad, probably. Alright, let's see what the opponent goes with here. I just want them to like send in Faceless Butcher and then I double block with these two and hopefully they don't have anything. Okay, they're gonna take a game action first. They're gonna play the... Oh, what is this? Acceptable losses there. Well, I can't do anything about it. And you pitched a mountain. So sure, you got it. Should attack with the Soul Scourge, because I can't do anything about that. I guess they're deciding if they want to go bigger. Yeah, I don't think that quite made sense. I think they wanted to send this. Okay, now we draw the Mirror Wall, which is great. Now, even if the healer dies, we're still doing pretty well on board. Let's play this. Okay. And then they should just die to Even Flock. It's kind of absurd, but what are you going to do? The thing is, like, they can mess me up if they draw the Barbarian Lunatic. They have the cards in graveyard necessary to get it back. They attack with Soul Scourge, I prevent 2 damage to myself, and then they play it post-combat and kill this, then they can rebuy it, but it doesn't really kill anything at that point. This will have died. Or wait, no, this won't have died, but they'll still be at 12, and okay, yeah, as long as they're just passing, should definitely be attacking in my opinion, but anyway. Send this in. The Mystic Familiars looked pretty weak. It's not a huge surprise though. Even Flock has been great. And should be getting closer to something. Something that involves them dying, hopefully. Crippling Fatigue. Well, that's not ideal. They're probably killing Mystic Familiar next, so I don't really want to prevent damage to it. I'll just prevent damage to myself. They might not want to lose the life with the flashback here. It's 3 life? It is. I also, actually, I think that was incorrect, because if they just cast this twice, my Aven Flock dies, and then I have no pressure. So I think that was a mistake. Or wait, no, what am I talking about? I was like, I can't prevent damage to it, but no, I can just pump the toughness. So no, never mind, what they did was fine. I'm just crazy. I've been streaming for too long. Alright, we're just going to keep plugging with the Aven Flock. And kind of want to play a land. Just play an island for fun. It's probably incorrect to play land, because I could maybe draw Patrol Hound and then just want to like pitch all my cards to give this threshold. But I also have like some draw spells and stuff where I might be really happy that I played land if I draw in a certain way. Like if they go for a big attack and I have Keep Watch, for instance. If I draw Keep Watch and then I find the 2/3 flash guy. Should attack here, I think. No, they don't. Okay. Well, there's the Patrol Hound, so that's step 1 for the punish that I was just talking about. I guess this Aven Flock is just unkillable, which is cool. Definitely a matchup where you want to draw first if we're going past turn 12. I should have played... Okay, yeah, there you go. It's not going to accomplish very much. Probably should have played Plains. I don't know. Like if they have acceptable losses, right now I can save my guy from it, but I should have been thinking more about that. This deck is going to need to really grind opponents out. I don't think it's necessarily a draw first deck, but like, yeah, just, yeah, I guess we still just hold these lands. The Patrol Hound might just throw them all away. In in fact, if we did that, then let's see, like we could have held one land and we could have discarded a bunch and not quite have hit threshold. It's got to feel a little weird for the opponent. They're in the spot. Just dying to Aven Flock, literally 2 damage at a time. We're a 17 creature blue-white deck with like no interaction, and I don't know. It's a little funky for sure. Okay. Interesting. So what I could do here, I could go Aven Flock, Mystic Familiar, attack with both, pitch 3 lands, and then I don't even know if that's good though. Pitch 3 lands, and then this, and then if I draw, this is where if I just kept the land in hand to the one that I wasn't supposed to play out, then we'd be in much better shape. But I think this is still good, hopefully. We'll just do this. Yeah, send in the Aven Flock. And then if they take the damage, they just die to Mystic Familiar. Okay, this time they're going to block. That makes sense. I guess they're going to get it back. Just replay it. Oh, shoot. Okay. For a second, I thought I didn't pump it enough times. I was so worried there for a second. Oh. If I did that, I would have been so upset with myself. Okay, discard the Dirty Were-Rat. So they're now going to just pick it back up and replay it. Wait, why did they do that? What? I'm confused. They're gonna have some kind of sick sweeper or something? Like, okay, discard again. Did they like run out of black mana maybe? Toxic Stench. Okay, this just destroys it, right? Yeah, that's fine. So I'm getting a little punished for not having attacked with the Mystic Familiar, I guess. But this should still be totally fine. And we're just gonna pitch our hand here so we don't lose. And unfortunately for the opponent, this actually killed them. If they sequenced this differently, then it would have worked out, but now they're just dead. Yeah. Okay, cool. That was interesting. Oh, yeah, that's the Discord. Looks like you found that on your own. Sorry, I haven't been paying great attention to chat there. No, Rex already passed me? That was fast. I mean, we're not really in it for the trophy race, though. We're in it for the extremely tiny, the incremental rating gains. Okay, playing Chicken Worm. In the dark, let's play first. Keep this. And let's see. Yeah, just hoping to draw like any creature that can attack here so I can turn my Keep Watch into a Divination. This format's a little bit mind-melting. We haven't had any like super crazy matches today where like I almost time out or anything like that. Oh, okay, they're playing a slow deck, so I'm glad I chose to play first. Dang, we really needed a creature there though. I don't think I'm allowed to ditch a land just yet, but I really want to. Compulsion is good, by the way, like against me not putting any pressure on them. Rugged or Sungrass Prairie, okay. Okay, nice Mirror Wall, right on time as well. So they could have like a chastise here. Not this turn, but next turn. So I have to be a little careful of that when I go for the keep watch, because if they destroy my creature in response to this, I only draw one card. It's basically a 2-for-1, just like compulsion activation here probably. Or they could syncopate for 1. Oh no, never mind. Discard the Riftstone Portal, nice one. So now this is a bit redundant, I guess. And let's see what they have. Squirrel Nest, yuck. Okay, definitely glad I'm on the play. I can't afford to draw first against their deck. Their deck is just too much stuff. I think, though, I'm still supposed to greed this. Now try to draw 3 cards next turn. Squirrel Nest is terrifying, though. It's a very, very good card. See if they just chomp. Wouldn't mind that. They do. I think they were not supposed to chomp. I think, well, I don't know. Maybe that's not true. Well, they were like, yeah, they had a lot of life. I don't think I would have chomped as them. Okay, so they can't have second thoughts. Ooh, do we just go for the pulsating? I think we probably do. It's like every turn, what if I draw more cards? Because as scary as Squirrel Nest is, they're just not doing anything else right now. If they go for... Geez, okay. I guess I let it happen. Maybe I was wrong, but can't really play around that. I just have to hope that mine's going to be better because I'm applying pressure and they have no board, really. They have 8 cards. They're going to draw up to 9. They've been missing lands, I think, so probably going to see... Yeah, it's turn 6. They missed a land last turn. Play land this turn. And just any... They can have a lot of blockers here. That would be bad for me. 4 mana. If they just play their own... Yeah, I was going to say if they just play their own Mirror Wall, I'm pretty sad. Because now they have good double blocks with that and the squirrel. I guess I needed to draw my cards. Just go for this, I think. We could... Yeah, it's too late to alpha because I didn't click on my Mirror Wall. There's a chance this is better anyway. Turns out they might get rewarded for chumping early after all, since we're trying to come in there with this flyer. Yeah, I think I messed up. I think that turn I was supposed to draw 4 cards and basically ditch Embolden. Yeah, that was almost certainly better. In fact, it wasn't really that close. Frustrating. If I draw land, I can go for it again. Glory. Sheesh. Okay. They have some pretty unreasonable cards in their deck. Well, Prismatic Strands. I guess I do that. This probably isn't going to work out super well for me. Yeah, no, I messed up. I really needed to draw 4 last turn, because now I don't have land in to do this and play one of these. I guess this turn what I have is Pulsating Illusion, discard Embolden, and then I can do that next turn. It's going to be extremely difficult to beat Glory. Card's just a tank. Okay. make a guy, sure, and then hope that the alpha does something this time. We're running out of time for it to actually be good. I really needed to draw 4 before. What can they even have here that's not like horrible for me? Just churning Eddy? I could give my guy protection. I think I just say okay though. Like they can't actually counter this or anything, so it doesn't accomplish a whole lot. Yeah, just replay this. Getting to a point where it's going to be hard to use the embolden and keep watch stuff profitably, but as long as they can't answer this, they might also deck eventually. Well, no, that's not true. They're never going to deck with Squirrel Nest. Their deck is definitely more powerful than mine. Their cards are just better. Glory and Squirrel Nest are both pretty cracked. Not sure what this is. Phantom Nishoba, dear God. Okay, why not? Well, now my plan is to deny them life gain with Prismatic Strands. Okay. Might be okay, potentially. We're not going to get to threshold for this just yet, but they are kind of dying. Let's see if this resolves. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess we're not even threatening to kill it. Let's just see if it resolves. Pro green. There's a chance they could lose. It's really hard for them to lose, but it's not actually. The Tarot's Faithful might save me, perhaps. Depends whether they have flyers or anything here. Oh, I definitely was thinking something illegal, like something that made no sense before with Prismatic Strands. Okay, they just rummage. Wait, why does this? Oh, they just shoot. They just put Wonder in their graveyard? Now I can't win. I can't beat this. Wonder in the graveyard, eh? Yeah, I literally have no outs against that. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I don't have, like, they have Glory and Wonder in their graveyard, and I can't do diddly squat about it. They shouldn't have discarded that at sorcery speed. They could have eaten my flyers. Okay, I mean, I guess I play my spells, but this is the Funeral Pyre matchup. I didn't think we'd see the day, but we actually need Funeral Pyre here. I could just scoop. Let's try to see more of their deck, though. Their deck, I mean, it seems ridiculous. Anything like Glory, Wonder, Phantom Nishoba. Let's just do this, and then I think we just scoop. I guess I can block, make them spend some mana. So now I think I have 7 power exactly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I do. So we're going to... Oh, it has flying now. Never mind. LOL. So we're just going to pretend that we have an out here that we don't have. A little sad that I never cast Keep Watch, but it wasn't a huge deal anyway. Yeah, Croson Constrictor. This is a good card to main deck. It doesn't do anything against me, but in this format, I think it makes a lot of sense. Okay, that was not very close. We might be losing some rating here, folks. Yikes, it's minus 12. Yeah, their deck is way better. We're going to have to, like, really run hot. So we have Funeral Pyre. Oh, this is its owner creates a spirit? So it's even worse than I thought. I thought this... Dang, that card's horrible. I thought it at least made... I can't spell. Right now, at least. Okay, there, we got there. Yeah, I thought it was Beckon Apparition, basically, where you exile a card and then you get the token. But we have to exile their Glory or Wonder and give them a token, which is just a disaster. How do I ever win this? As this is going to have to be a miracle. Like, we can maybe win a game 2 if we're, like, super aggressive and I actually cast my Keep Watch to draw 4 cards, but it's going to, like, we're going to need to get very lucky. Just take out, like, a Tarot's Faithful. We don't need a 1/4 in the matchup. Could play Liquefy. Just, like, anything... any interaction like this at all. I think it's okay to go a little overboard on the boarding. Question is, what do I cut? I could cut something like this. This is my worst. No, let's cut Valor. Valor doesn't matter, I don't think. Sure. All right, we're gonna need to get exceedingly lucky to have a chance here. I could have cut a land. Maybe cutting land was better. I would be shocked if we win this match. But we've won a lot of matches like that before in IPA. But this format is not IPA. So I really don't want to see... I almost want to restart Moto so I can see where my rating is before it drops. But, well, Funeral Pyre, perfect. If it were Liquefy, it would actually look pretty decent here. Sure. Just no Squirrel Nest or whatever, please. They can't do that right now anyway, but still. Some 3-drop. Okay, Cephalid Looter. Their deck is very, very good. All their cards are good. Like Words of Wisdom is like on the weaker side, and even that's like not bad. At least we have the Funeral Pyre for the Wonder. Like that's one of our better ways to interact somehow. They can just mess me up if they draw it at the right time. They could just cast it here. Churning Eddy, that's whatever. Okay, they're attacking at least, which means they're not pitching Wonder. Okay, just replay it. Churning Eddy is not very good. It might be okay against me here, like specifically, but I think Churning Eddy is pretty bad. It's not really worth a card. Okay, let's see what they have. Mirror Wall, sure. And Hapless, okay. No attack. So what they can do is put the thing into their graveyard, but we'll just try to be aware of that with our, whatever you call it, our Funeral Pyre. Most ridiculous sideboard plane in the world. Okay. Oh, you think you got me with this Wonder discard? What if I Funeral Pyre it? Boom. It's not even good. Like, there's nothing to be excited about here. Okay, Mirror Wall, and then pass. Hey Chris, good to see you. I don't know. Right now we're somewhere where Probably a little bit higher than 1946. Or wait, no, we ended the last one at 1944. So I'm literally at the same rating that I started this whole challenge at, which is hilarious. And we're going to lose this match, unfortunately, because the opponent's a very good deck. But we'll do our best. Went 2-1, got a chest. That's nice. Do I know my peak? Yeah, my peak was 1959, which is not particularly high compared to some people, obviously. But, you know, if we can just... We're not going to get back up there this time. We're going to lose another 12 points of rating, I think, from this loss. They're just going to play like Phantom Nishoba or whatever. We're just toast. We even had the sideboard card. Okay, Gross and Constrictor. They should have boarded this out. It's a little strange that they didn't. Send in the even flock. We have 3 toughness pumps, so yeah, it's going to live. And yeah, we can't send in anything else. So we're back to the previous match where we could only attack with Avenflock and couldn't attack with anything else ever, which is pretty funny. And I can just hold all these cards, it doesn't matter. Okay, they're tapping too quickly, and they haven't been using Cephalid Looter, I don't think. So we're... yeah, Squirrel Nest. Oh, we actually get to counter that, though. That's a miracle. Sure. Literally boarded in 2 horrible cards to try to survive against their deck. But so far it seems like we're doing better than last game. Okay, Wormfang Drake, we're kind of getting there. I guess I'm supposed to get rid of Taro's Vanguard, so I'll just do that at sorcery speed. So we'll attack. They're gonna take it. Wait, what? Okay. This is 4 toughness, 3 power, sure. Alright, and then we can just flash in the Taro's Vanguard. Now that this actually was a pretty big punish, because now they don't have enough power to brick my Wormfang Drake from coming in, so that's going to start coming in once I get that going. We still lose to Phantom Nishoba, obviously, if they get that rolling. Oh, I should have brought in Cage Mail, probably. Cage Mail for their Phantom Nishoba. Bring in all my terrible sideboard cards, and then maybe I have a chance against against everything they have. Compulsion. If we make it to game 3, that'll be my play. Vanguard. Okay. Attack. Once again, they are just removing counters. It's fine. Now we Wormfang Drake. Probably no reason to tap like this, but whatever. Exile you. 2 attackers, you're at 12. Please no Phantom Nishoba. We can prevent some life gain. Just use Compulsion or something. Cephalid Scout. Okay, that also works. Same reason that, yeah, it's just a punish for what they've been doing there. Now we can actually send in the Baloshen, because it trades for 2 of their guys. I don't want to say we're winning. I think that would be going a little overboard. However, I think we're doing okay. Yeah. Please no Keep Watch. Yeah, whatever. It's going to be really close. Okay. I am not allowed to play Prismatic Strands here. We have to hold it for the terrifying guy. I guess I'll play this. I think we're losing. I needed to just like counter this, please, or do something that doesn't matter. Okay, they're gonna loot. Yeah, they're definitely gonna find it. You drove like 200 miles. Good to see you, Math. Yeah, we're still going. We're at the 9 hour mark here. We're gonna lose to this. Well, we have a 2-turn clock. Prismatic strands. Maybe we can beat the 7/7. Phantom Neshoba. Here it comes. Boop, right on time. We already. They need to find glory. If they find glory, we lose. But our deck is like many times worse than theirs, Aramath, so the fact that we even have a fraction of a chance is a minor miracle. We need glory to be like their bottom card. Oh, we can send in this 1/1. Yeah. And just pass. Do I have... I guess we can draw one of our... Yeah, glory is... Okay, I mean, they're just doing whatever. This is kind of the same as pitching the thing to compulsion, so I don't really care. It's just a question of whether they have this thing. I'm going to lose because I didn't board in Cage Mail. Most ridiculous thing ever. They still, like, they have at least 2 draws at it here. Yeah, because they have 9 mana, 10 mana. Here's glory. 1 more land. Here's glory, probably. Please, no. Okay, I mean, that's not good for me, but they're currently dead, so I like that. I should have cast Prismatic Strands to play around Syncopate. That was really terrible. Okay, but it looks like maybe they're just dead anyway. No, they have 1 more look. They have another look. This one doesn't matter, though, I don't think, because I think they already played land for turn. They're just going to keep digging. What are they doing here? Do they seriously have glory? Land drop glory? They don't have land drop, right? They're like trying to cast something illegally. Churning Eddy. Oh my god. I'm getting punished in the most random possible way for not... I mean, I guess... No, they can never deck here. Yeah, I needed to play my lands somehow. I needed to play around double Churning Eddy. Okay. We can't discard anything. This is forced. We still have some outs here. First, they'd have to chump with glory, and then we can draw whatever you call it, one of our emboldens. We're just gonna dig. Okay, we still, like, I'm literally gonna lose because I didn't bring in chainmail. There it is, there's the glory. Yep. So now I have to top deck embolden. There's a chance they can't kill me on time. Okay, Phantom Nomad, whatever. Please, can I please top deck the embolden? Please. Please give me the embolden. Please. Is not embolden. What do I do? I think I lose, but just do this. It's gonna be kinda close. They have to do this. Freaking randomest reason in the world to lose for not playing my lands to play around double Churning Eddy. But I did mess up in other ways, so it's not like I played this flawlessly or whatever, and I'm just getting randomly messed up at the end. I can still draw Embolden. Hydromorph, okay. They have 5 cards in their library. Ay, ay, ay. So, if we had somehow like both Keep Watch and Patrol Hound, oh my god, we drew Embolden. Do we win? Oh my god, you guys, we might have won. It'd be a freaking miracle if we won this. Please. 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 Oh my god. After last time we were going to play our land, I could just Embolden right now. I don't know. It's funnier if we wait. Okay, they play land. That's already probably not what they're supposed to do, but they don't know that. Okay, anything but a flyer. Yeah, go for it. I don't think this kills me, because we prevent 9 damage to ourselves, and we take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, easy, go to 2. Stupidest game I've played in a minute. I totally goofed this up as well. Alright. Do this. Yeah, pretty much, Opa. Alright. Whoo! Opponent probably is in disbelief. Done. Problem is with the Cage Mail sideboard plan is we do improve their Churning Eddy. Alright, and then just prevent the damage to myself. Now I have to choose my sources correctly on the damage prevention or I'll die. Prevent 4 damage, Phantom Nishoba. Prevent 3 damage, Phantom Nishoba. I don't know, whatever. Oh, did I mess that up? No, okay, we did fine. Okay. Yeah. Classic GG. Okay, Cage Mail. You guys, if I win this, I am indestructible. We literally have Funeral Pyre, Cage Mail, and Liquefy in our deck. All of these cards are unplayable. If I win this, then I can just retire from Magic. Let's take out Taros Vanguard. I'm just gonna keep this. Who cares? Okay, we need blue mana. Spirit Cairn, that's bad for me. That's not blue mana. Uh-oh. How many discard things are there here? Oh, they have a lot. Wait, did they just never draw their Spirit Cairn? They have Compulsion and they have the Cephalid Looter? We never saw their Spirit Cairn? Oh, they have Wonder. Why can't I syncopate this? I guess I suck. Well, there's the Funeral Pyre at least. Better than nothing. But we're going to need blue mana or we're just going to die. We have like 8 islands in this deck or something. It's not a ton, but like, come on, the 3 color mana base getting there easily. Spirit Karen? Ah, got him. Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm not just dead or anything, but we're going to need to draw pretty hot. Yeah, they have Wonder Glory, Phantom Nishoba. They also have Cephalid Looter. They have Spirit Karen, and they have Compulsion, which, I mean, Compulsion is not great, but with the other cards, sure. They can't play to the board very well. That's the one advantage we have over them. Unless I never draw blue mana. Well, I think I have to try to push damage here, even though it's unlikely to... Okay, this sacrifices, thankfully. It doesn't make them discard or whatever. Okay, get in there with that. They take it. Please give me blue mana. Please. It seems like a pretty bad draw from them, but wait, why did they click through attacks and then what? What's going on? Didn't use that. Okay, we do draw blue. Let's jam the Collaborator. Resolves. Then we get to attack with that starting not next turn. What do we think? I could trade that for both their... That doesn't seem very good, though. Okay, more Mystic Familiars. What do I do? Do I just put a 3/4 out? I think I need the Militant Monk in play. I need a bad creature that I can just get rid of. Do I just trade this? Maybe I'm just supposed to trade it. I don't really know. Just play this. I guess we're holding up Syncopate. Are we going to win this, you guys? Like, their draw's been very awkward. What are they doing here? Okay, they should have done that before. Yeah, I don't know what they're up to. Please just jam the Nishoba here. Glory. Oh my god, did they have to have this when I'm... Okay. Now we can't exile both things with Funeral Pyre. That one I can at least turn into a Wormfang Drake. This is going to be so hard. It's already been incredibly hard. I have like no combat tricks. Like their deck is so crazy. I'm just over here with my like idiots. Like, oh, you know, maybe I get there. I can just prevent a damage to myself. Have to exile Glory from the graveyard, I think, with the Funeral Pyre. Okay, there's that. Yeah, so that allows me to attack with the Balshan. Yeah, I mean, Aquamoeba is just like a vanilla guy. So we send this in, and then that's that. They block. Double block, why not? We need to kill the bigger one, so we will order that first, play Embolden. 4 damage here, or prevent 4 damage there, whatever. Done. We're holding Syncopate up for 1. They have 8 mana, so they can resolve the Nishoba and destroy me if they so choose. They can't do anything about this, I don't think. They are going to do something about it. Shelter. Okay, that's fine. We have more where that came from. Alright, we're doing okay. Kinda. They can't really attack with Glory, but they might not know that. Oh no, now we're just dead. I literally can't beat that. Shoot. I don't know. I mean, it was a matter of time. Very, very disappointing. After winning the previous thing, if we just could have syncopated the glory, we wouldn't be in this freaking mess. They boarded in their liquefy. Did we teach them the tech? Oh man, it's concedable. It's concedable. It's freaking concedable. I really am sad about this. The goal is like they maybe deck. I can deck them. That is my game plan. I can put Cage Mail on Glory, but wait, no, we know they have 2 bounce spells, so I have to wait on that. I literally just have to try to survive. I have no other plays. There's a Churning Eddy. Okay, well, I can't, in theory, but if they screw up enough times, I might be able to get them. For instance, this Churning Eddy, if we see something like that again, when we have the Cage Mail, they do, but also maybe better than that. Anyway, they killed themselves before. It's definitely not out of their range, no offense to them, to do it again. They're gonna rummage. They should, yeah, they should compulsion. Good news is like all of my guys have flying, so at least like these are just kind of 1/1 vanillas. I guess Aquamoeba doesn't fly. We might see Funeral Pyre on my own graveyard this game. Oh my god. Okay, I have to keep taking the damage. If they just spew one more bounce spell, then we can run out the Cage Mail. They're not going to do it, I don't think. I think I just need to run it out. Alright, Cage Mail you. Now the goal is maybe they Churning Eddy, bounce it, and then replay it, and then I syncopate it somehow. There's not really a goal here. This is just denial. I just don't want to lose all my points. Lose 12 points because my opponent has way better cards than I do. And I can't do anything about it. Not my points. My precious points. They finally drew a card they didn't want to discard. Nope, that's not true. Going for it anyway. I mean, they're down to 16 cards. You know? We have a lot of life gain. Not literally, but like... This prevents all of those from doing anything. I think it's quite reasonable for them to die here, actually. Sure. I can exile this, but I don't think it's very good to do. Alright. Land go. They get to make another guy, but they have to start figuring out when they can attack. Like there's, I'm not gonna say they're gonna deck, but what I will say is it's possible that they don't kill me. It's possible. Oh my god. Okay. Just a big alpha here? No, just nothing. We like that. Like, what is their plan? They have to get deeper into their deck. What are you gonna do if I'm all the way over here with my precious 12 life? Okay, they didn't do anything there. They didn't make more spirits or anything. I think that's good. That's... Oh no. I maybe needed to counter that. They can start making me loot. No. I needed to counter that? Shoot. I messed up. If they target me, it's over. We need them to miss this. Oh my god. If they target me, it's over. Okay, that's not what they need to do. Don't target me. Don't target me. Okay, they're not targeting me because they're they're going deep. They're going all the way. This would be the most miraculous thing. I needed to play this Patrol Hound. It was actually pretty stupid not to. Churning Eddy, there it is. Do I just counter this? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, how do I survive? I think we prevented damage to our 2/2 here. I messed this up. I needed to play my Patrol Hound. I can counter this, but then I have like nothing. Maybe I do just counter this though. They also should have bounced their Glory here. They're kind of throwing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can just pay 6. Do this, and then I still have Embolden flashback. But then I might not be able to beat their thing. They're 7/7. I have to be able to beat their 7/7. Okay, prevent damage to the 2/2. All right. I think I messed this up. I mean, we should lose no matter what, but they just play another bounce spell. Yeah, this one we have to counter. Counter this. Blue, white, white. Done. Okay, they just go for it. So, question is how much life can I gain? I can gain 8 life here. So I guess I need to do that. Let's look at blocks. I'm not going to go for... Anyway, whatever. So we can go here. Our guy lives. And then just start eating some dudes. Do this. I think we're okay. I think they might lose. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but... 4. I think I misplayed this a little bit. Maybe a lot. Okay, we're down to 7. Now, land, play my guys. Why attack when you can simply try not to lose for an extremely long time? I shouldn't have killed the Wonder. That was a blunder. I needed to block one of the 2/2s with my Balishan. I screwed this up. Well, let's see what we can kill on the other side over there. Oh wait, what if I just Funeral Pyre? No, that works. That works. Exile Wonder. Yeah, thanks. I was very close to missing that. Okay, and then I think I'm not going to say we're okay, but what I will say is we could be deader than we are. Could be deader than we are. Let's do that. Okay. Now, gain some life. Alright. We still die to the thing. We have no outs to the whatchamacallit. But maybe they don't know that. Like, if it's in their bottom cards, no, they have it right here, right now. That's rude. We needed that to be in their, like, bottom cards. We've brought in the Cage Mail and everything. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, this was, like, significantly closer than it should have been. But we're out of Emboldens. We just have Prismatic Strands. We do have Prismatic Strands white here, which is pretty good. We're not timing them out. Yeah, we just Prismatic Strands white. I don't know, they're kind of close to dying on the crackback. Yeah. Pro white. And then we just go like here. Chicken worm, chicken worm, chicken worm. I mean, they had me dead for a million turns here in a lot of ways, so. We draw this. Does that help? There's a chance that helps. My goal is just to soak damage. I just go for the alpha. We have to go like this here, this there. Maybe I was supposed to try to kill their thing before. This here, I guess. I don't know. I don't think there's a way out, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Just this, and then probably die. This will kill me, I think. I'd probably die no matter what. What if I put this here? And I'm at 5. No, this kills me. This is stupid. I don't know. Yeah, this is a big F for sure. Okay. I think we go to 1 here. Oh, yeah. And then, I don't know. Hey, we have a couple guys with pro black. That's pretty good, right? We actually still don't die, which is kind of ridiculous. I don't know why it also has trample. We got them incredibly close to dead. Incredibly close. 2 cards in library when this game will end. Go, 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 go. It doesn't matter at all. I don't know why I'm F6ing like this. And it doesn't even let me F6 to their turn, even though I was jamming it. Oh well. I'm not capable of that much trickery. I was almost capable of it. They were down to 3 cards. They were going to 2 cards on their turn. If this were, like, I think it's fair to say, if this were 2 cards deeper, we could have won. We're playing a 1-0. I don't love that, but at least it's not a 2-0. And I don't know them. Do I play or draw first? I think I play. Sure. If I'm drawing first, I think my deck is kind of toast. Not because drawing first is bad, but because my deck is bad. Alright, I might just suit up a Wormfang Drake here. We'll see. Oh, whoops, I can't. I tried to F8, which I can't do because I have Patrol Hound. Okay. Well, I certainly don't need all these lands. Kind of interesting for them to block, I think. Just do this. And pass. Let's look at the art on this. This looks like a Wild Mongrel, does not look like a Patrol Hound in my book. Ooh, Phantom Nantuko, isn't this card busted? Alright, what does this thing do again? Yeah, this card's broken. Alright, well, we're dead. Need to draw like one of my 5-drop flyers here. Glad I chose to play first, but not really getting anywhere here. Even Flock, Pulsating Illusion, those are the good draws. Not very many of those. Cephalid Broker would be good. I might just cycle this Keep Watch, but I really don't want to do that. Dirty Were-Rat, okay. I think it might be okay to attack with Mirror Wall here, actually. I do take a bunch of damage on the Crackback. Well, if we draw the Collaborator, then I'll hold it. Okay, opponent's at 12. Level up your guy, sure. Ooh. Now they're gonna unhinge me, sure. You can have my island. Now they have the Force Mage Advocate activation. Okay, so now they can put the counter on the Were-Rat. Actually, no blocks. Well, they goofed this up, so that's good for me. messing up here. I don't really know if it matters how I tap, whatever. Okay. Yep. Need to answer my flyers though. That is the sticking point here. Or just play anything with reach. Okay. Block. Gloom Drifter. Okay, they're not even close to threshold. Make them trade. Seems pretty good. Probably not dying to removal. Could like send these two in. Or I could send the collaborator. Maybe just send them all. I don't know what they have for one black. They can't ghastly demise this. Oh, maybe they can. The last card ghastly demise or something, basically. No? Okay, cool. If they had that, I would have been sad. I think we're supposed to get there in this one. Just play some flyers, they die. Seems good. We have some damage, prevention, stuff. Definitely happy I played first in the matchup. That actually made a pretty big difference. I think I just run it back. This should be a pretty good matchup. We have 3 cards that say pro black on them, even if they're not very likely to actually work that way. I have to keep this, hope to draw lands. Opponent mulligans. I'd like to draw some lands. Force Mage, Crypt Creeper, okay. Play this, and then how does it work against the Creeper? Like the Embolden. Cast this, prevent the damage, and they exile it, so I lose my Embolden. I think I just trade. I have something. Okay, that's fine. Alright, pass. Pretty, like, if we couldn't draw land there, drawing Syncopate is one of the best draws. I'd like to draw a land. Okay, nice. Ooh, waste away. Pretty good. I'd like to draw another land. They're out of cards. Yeah, so we should be in great shape now. We play Avenflock. They have no attacks. We got rid of Bog Wreckage. Yeah, sure. This makes sense. Ooh, Narcissism is their last card. That's a good one. I think I just make them cash it in. Narcissism is terrifying. Yeah, I just want to get that thing off the board. Okay, and now we're in great shape. First Cephalid Broker activation of the whole thing. Draw another spell, must be nice. Acorn Harvest, whatever. Tarot's Faithful, perfect draw. Just play it and pass. Sure, you have a bunch of 1/1s. I think we're in an unlosable spot, thankfully. Okay, and the opponent agrees. Nice little 2-1 action with that deck. That was like the chillest match ever after what happened yesterday, so